Welcome, everybody, to another episode of our Worth a Dip series. This is Dipless Carrot, and today we are playing the game Dauntless. This game is made by Phoenix Games, and it came in, I think it was early access on PC back in May of 2018, or you should say beta access, and now it's on a full release for consoles and the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. And I'm joined by one of my good friends, Jared01. Jared is here, playing Dauntless. Jared, what's up?
What's going on, guys? I'm sure they could see me in the party we got going
So,
here.
so Dauntless is a hot game right now. It's what?
You just like completely just glossed
Yeah,
over,
yeah.
like you just moving along.
So Dauntless
Sorry.
is these are gonna be 10-minute videos. So Dauntless is a uh, I think a poor man's Monster Hunter world, and it definitely has like that kind of Fortnite aesthetic. So you start off, and you gotta find the monsters just like in Monster Hunter World. So there are, I think, 6 weapon choices you can choose from, which really pales in comparison to Monster Hunter World's weapons. Um, it's the same idea of receiving items from the monster, and then you can craft that into weapons and armor. So, roll in here. So yellow damage is part damage, red damage is wound damage, blue damage is stagger, and then white is just basic. So
I just
the
learned
combo,
all of that.
huh?
I just learned like half of that. I knew the yellow and white, but I didn't know the blue and fucking red.
So you always start off with 5 potions. So you don't even have to craft any potions in the game. You can craft buffs in the game, but you don't have to craft any potions. Ooh. And you have your normal stamina bar. What I do want to show you guys is kind of like the UI. It's very clean, very easy to change your loadouts in the game. Very easy, and the quests are easy to follow. The UI is very clean, I should say. I really enjoy the UI compared to Monster Hunter World, whereas Monster Hunter World has like a very
Oh yeah.
convoluted, a lot going on, a lot going on that could be very confusing for new players, and you guys spend a lot of time just kind of like learning where everything is, different recipes you need to craft, so on and so forth.
Yep.
Ooh, whoa!
I do agree with that.
I need to get this
100%.
potion. There
Oh.
you go. Now, as you can see, there's not a lot of wildlife in these games. That's because there is no wildlife in the games. All you have in this whole space, and this whole, I should say, world or area, is all just the behemoth. Now, there are, like, plants you can pick up, just like in Monster Hunter World. But the world's very barren. And the behemoths are not, in my opinion, too different from each other, whereas in the Monster Hunter World, you have tons of different monsters you can take down. There's not that many choices I've seen so far in the game. I'm probably maybe 5 or 6 hours games in time played, so I've not reached any end game. There is no platinum trophy for this game, and it was kind of bites, but you know it's a free game. But yeah, it's pretty much just this is a simple Monster Hunter World knockoff game for this. So let me see
I
if you can
do
get
kind of
closer.
agree.
And I feel like the monsters don't really have a lot. I think they're a lot more. Uh, they don't really attack you as much as they try to get away from you, which can be kind of annoying. You don't really like. You can't really cart in this game. It's people can revive you or you start back, so you can't be immediately kicked out of the game. Like it is in Monster Hunter World, do 3 times. I think it's 3 times, and then you're
For the whole
automatically
like
fail.
team, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so now we have to find the monster again, which
Yep.
there's no real way to track the damn things
There are no
either.
tracks. You don't have a calico. I'm that's not
Calico.
like, thank you. I know when I said that, I'm like, nope, that's a cat. So there is no real
You
way
meant
to,
the
yeah.
bugs, I forget what they're
How do you run
called.
again? I don't even fucking know how to run.
R2.
Thanks. And
I found it.
okay, so you're gonna shoot a flare, kind of pinpointing where you are at to let your teammates know. But it's not really, I guess, easy to find the monster. But the worlds are not, like I said, they're not that big, and they're very, very barren. And
No.
there's only a certain,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of variety to the environments, which is kind of disappointing.
Yep.
And I do want to talk about,
Did you?
this is published by Epic Games, and Jared and I have talked about there is actually a quest that gets you
Oh,
in the
jeez.
store to buy some dye. Now it's free,
Yeah.
but it's a quest just to get you into the store for you to look around
Yep.
and kind of get familiar with it, which I think is
Uh-huh.
very shitty. And I understand it's a free game, and that's where they're gonna make the majority of their money is from doing that. But I just think knowing there's a free game, there's gonna be microtransactions in terms of, like, they say it's only cosmetics, but I want to go along that point that you can fuse what's called cells to kind of give you different buffs, like your armor and your weapons, and those are like permanent buffs you can input. And if you can fuse these cells together and make stronger cells, but there's actually like a kind of like a mobile game where it's based on time. So if you fuse
Mm-hmm.
two, let's say, rare cells, you're gonna have to wait a whole week until it's
Yep.
done.
Or you can use the
Or you can,
premium currency to do it right away.
yes, which is
Yeah,
very,
it's
very,
stupid.
it's just it's just a slap in the face to console players, and
Yeah, it's definitely insulting.
it
That's for
is,
sure.
and it's just a very
It's like
disappointing.
really. It's like Epic makes enough money off of like Fortnite and shit. Like this game also has the same pass thing that the Hunter Pass is, like it's for seasons and things like that, and it's not like how you buy the seasons pass and you get everything. It's just like Fortnite, like it's for a season, which is like I don't know, like 6 weeks or something like that, 8 weeks,
Hmm.
somewhere around there. So it's basically a little over a month, just like Fortnite, however the fuck that shit is. But yeah, it's just come on, like that whole model. Like when if like basically I'm assuming also like Fortnite, if you get that, you have to do nothing but play this game in order to get all those rewards, because by the time the next month, like you're not still going to be eligible to work towards the month that you did buy. You know what I mean? Like it's just not going to be there anymore. So it's like you have to play the game, otherwise you're not going to get
Right.
these things that you just bought the rights to be able to get or whatever. You know what I mean? That really turned me off of like Fortnite and all that, and like I just think that's a really crappy like system, and it's just in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's definitely insulting, and like you said, Jared, and disappointing that again, we expected that from a free to play game. Well, I got a C rank and I got S plus team rank, so that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I expected microtransactions, obviously. I expected things like that, but not a well, honestly, it's Epic, so I did kind of expect some kind of, battle pass type thing that like they have in Fortnite. So I didn't want it, but I expected it.
Yeah. So, so that was us facing a behemoth, and Dauntless, and it's the same gameplay loop over and over again, but there's a fewer variety of behemoths that you can encounter in the game. Here I'm showing the hub world, and this is where you have pick up your quests, and you can craft your armor, craft your weapons, and things like that. And so, so it's kind of just the same thing as Monster Hunter World. So again, I always rate my impressions on a 0 to 5 dip scale. And again, I don't have my camera being shown, so no carrots today. But this Sunday I'll do one with carrots. And I'm gonna give this game a 2 dip out of 5 rating for reasons because some pros I can see is that if you like Monster Hunter World games, like I played Monster Hunter World for the first time. I should say Monster Hunter games, but that genre. I played Monster Hunter World when it came out, maybe about 2 months after it came out, and it got me hooked. I was really fun, addicted to the gameplay loop, and there's a lot going on, a lot to learn, which was engaging for me. And so I give the game credit for kind of replicating that same type of gameplay. And another thing is it's free, so that's good. So they're not charging you to play the game. So on consoles. And what's another cool thing I like I really like the aesthetic of the game too. I kind of like the colorful look of it, and the graphics look pretty decent for a free game. The downfalls, the cons, again, what we talked about before, that the game really pushes you to get to the store in terms of when you want a few cells. I'm going to show you over here what I'm talking about with the middleman here. You see it says speed up, 6 days left. So if I click on it, oh, you can buy Ace chips to complete the cell now, which is really, really stupid, and I hate that. And with a quest taking you to the store, I do find that the game is just, if you want to play a Monster Hunter genre game, pick up Monster Hunter World. Don't play this. That game's gonna be way more engaging, way more fun, a lot more to do. This game is kind of bare bones to me, and it's a game I can see myself playing for like an hour or two in a row, and then I'm like, I rather just go to play Monster Hunter World, and I just don't see it last. I know it's kind of a hot new game right now, but I really don't see it lasting past a couple of weeks because it is free, so it gets that initial boost of players coming in and checking it out. But just the predatory way that they're trying to get people into the store to buy items and cosmetics is just not cool to me. And the
Yeah.
story is non-existent. I mean, there's actually, I know Monster Hunter games are not known for their story; it's more about the gameplay. But actually had cutscenes. There's only one cutscene in this entire game, and that's in the beginning of the game. And everything else is gibberish. Go kill this monster and get to level 10, and that's the quest. And um, another pro I do want to give though is that you can change the way your character looks at any time, which is actually pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
So,
including your, your character's, gender and all that.
which is another thing too. I do want to point that out
That
too.
is good.
If you don't pick a gender, male, female. You pick it based on masculine or feminine. So there
Mm.
are no quote unquote uh, sexes, more just gender roles, if you will. So, which is kind of why can't it just be male or female? Like why does it have to be masculine or feminine? So, but yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
the political
but
correctness, I
yeah,
guess.
but come on. So that's my
Oh,
video of Dauntless. I try to bring it every Sunday. This Sunday, sorry I was a little bit late on this video, but check me out every Sunday. Worth a dip. My name is Dauntless Carrot. This is Jared01, and check us out at Take Aim Games on YouTube. We're gonna do a weekly games cast every Friday, and our host Scott streams every Tuesday and Thursday, and Eric just plays Overwatch every day. So I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.
like.